From the Northway Bank Online Newsroom, I'm Gary McKenzie. This local and regional news update is brought to you by Northway Bank. Get big savings close to home with Northway Bank's Community Sense digital coupon book, filled with valuable money-saving coupons from hundreds of Northway Bank business customers. Visit northwaybank.com for more info. Northway Bank, with 17 locations throughout New Hampshire. The people you know, the bank you trust. Member FDIC, equal housing lender. An officer with the Carroll County Sheriff's Office says his deputies covered 2 vehicle crashes in Albany yesterday. And Lieutenant Mike Santuccio says emergency responders in Ossipee were, quote, straight out covering incidents with vehicles running off the road or crashing. Santuccio said early yesterday afternoon he hadn't heard of anything serious. Reports indicate calls started coming in during the late morning hours, and several of the incidents happened on Route 16. Snow fell through the morning and into the afternoon yesterday in the valley area, and the roads were slippery. Conway police report there were no major incidents over Christmas, but police did respond to the following events. Early in the afternoon Wednesday, a local resident called police to report there was a gun sitting on a bathroom paper dispenser at a laundromat in Conway. Lieutenant Chris Purley says Patrol Officer Dominic Torch responded shortly after 1:15 to the Stones Corner Acorn Laundromat at 175 Main Street and recovered the loaded weapon, identified as a Glock 27 40 caliber handgun. Police identified the owner from the gun's serial number as a man who was visiting from Nashua. Purley says the gun will be returned to the owner with a strong recommendation he take a firearms safety course. He says the potential for harm in the case is obvious, and the right to carry firearms carries with it great responsibility as well. In another incident Wednesday night, Patrol Officer Richard Tabaj Jr. responded to a Chase Avenue address in Conway to what Purley describes as a, quote, alcohol-fueled domestic disturbance. Purley says a woman called police shortly after 6 o'clock to report she and her husband had been drinking and fighting with their 13-year-old daughter in the house. Purley says the 42-year-old man involved hit a gun cabinet with his hand and suffered a minor cut, but there was no gun involved in the incident. The man was arrested, and Purley says he'll probably be charged with simple assault. In Maine news, most utility customers in the state are expected to have their lights on by week's end, but there are pockets where it could take longer. Susan Falloon from Bangor Hydroelectric says it could be New Year's Day before the lights are on for everyone in Hancock County in eastern Maine. She says broken tree limbs, downed utility lines, and even snapped utility poles have led to more than 360 work orders for separate problems to be repaired in the county. More than 100,000 homes and businesses were in the dark at some point during the ice storm. In sports, Portland Pirates goalie Louis Domingue stopped 34 of 35 shots, and his teammates scored 4 goals to give the Pirates a 4-1 VIP Cup win over the Manchester Monarchs last night at Verizon Wireless Arena in Manchester. Despite the loss, the Monarchs still have a commanding lead in the Atlantic Division with 47 points. The Pirates are 4th in the division with 29 points. The Monarchs host the St. John's Ice Caps tomorrow night. The Pirates travel to Albany to take on the Devils tomorrow night. In the weather, partly sunny today, highs the upper 20s, around 30 in southern Carroll County. Light winds becoming west around 10 miles per hour this afternoon. Becoming partly cloudy tonight, lows around 11, and partly sunny on Saturday, highs in the mid-30s. From the Northway Bank Online Newsroom, I'm Gary McKenzie.